and welcome to Identity Zomhlobo. My name is Nyari Mashayamumbe, your host. We are so excited to keep giving you the Women to Watch series, and today I am very excited. I have a beautiful, amazing, powerful woman that I am so privileged to interview today, but also to have a relationship with, Madame Simbi-Ndhlukula, and she's the founder and CEO of Securico. Madam, I want you to introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Nyari. I'm Divine Simbi-Ndhlukula. I insist on both the surnames.
Absolutely.
One is mine and the other is inherited.
Absolutely.
I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a proud grandmother, and I'm a businesswoman.
Absolutely, and you're proud of the babies. I see the daughter, the grandbabies, and they're so lucky to have you. They are loved. I'm sure they are more loved than their parents.
Absolutely, that's true.
Anyway, so we're so excited to have you here, and so the trick is on Women to Watch. We just want to have fun with you guys, to see the other fun side of it. So the questions, you just pick a question and then I'll read it and then you answer it. So please, you're going to pick 6 questions, so please pick your first question.
Okay, here we go.
Yes. Thank you. Alrighty. So tell us about the best part about being female, and what would you say is the worst part?
Well, the best part about being female is that I can produce. We reproduce.
Right.
Yes, I've got grandchildren because I produce children.
Right.
If I had chosen not to produce, my husband would not have anything. So that's the best part.
Okay.
The best part is that as a woman, I'm much more resilient than my counterparts. I've got more empathy, and I make a very good business leader. And I'm sure in politics they also make better leaders.
Okay. All right.
The worst part is that...
but which is the best part?
Yeah.
But there are also women who may not have kids.
Yes.
Well, but we're focusing on you, so that is your best part.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do that. Okay, thank you. And then the worst part of being a woman?
Well, the worst part is that there are people that are very uninformed.
Right.
And when they look at you, they look at women in general as objects. The first thing they think about is how would it feel like?
Okay.
So that's the worst part. You don't want people to be looking at you with dirty eyes.
Right.
So you can almost feel it when someone is looking at you that they are saying this.
Yeah.
So that's the worst part.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow. You people, you guys especially, when you're watching or looking at women, don't be like looking at us.
And I guess there's another worst part.
Yeah.
The worst part is some of the uninformed people, they look at a woman and they think, well, can she be able? You sit in a boardroom.
Yes.
They start wondering. There's already prejudice.
Yes.
And they think, what is she going to say? What's coming out of those lipstick lips? Because they think it's just nothing that will really come out.
Just because they look at women as objects, other than that which they think they do not. Yeah, they do not. But I think it's just convenient thinking, because these are the same men who are raised by... Is it just men, though, who look at women like that? Or also women included?
No. It's generally men.
It's men.
Yeah.
Generally men. So, but they forget that if the same men, when they're thinking about their mothers, they think about genius women. But then they deliberately begin to look at other women as incapable. But anyway, let's thank you very much.
Yeah, but I must also put in a rider here. It's not every man. I said some.
Absolutely, exactly.
Yeah, because then
yes,
this is why I said I qualified it by uninformed.
Yes.
Men.
Absolutely, and I think that is a very important point to make, because we do have a lot of, informed and
very progressive men.
Yes, progressive
men out there.
Thank you. Next question, madam.
Right.
That was a good one, by the way.
That was a good one.
That was a good one, and you're passionate about it.
This is a better one.
There's always a better one, don't worry. So time management. How do you manage your time around being, if you were to talk, you're talking to young women also and young men, right? And how would you advise someone to balance their time between their studies, their work, church, family, being a friend, a mother, a grandmother? You were once a wife. I know Mr. Ndhlukula is late. May dear soul rest in peace. How do you also balance around voluntary work, hobbies, doing Securico's farm? So it's pretty much how you would, from your own life, how you do it and how you would advise someone else.
Well, time management is always one of those very difficult aspects in our lives, particularly when you get to a certain level. As you might be aware that you have been trying to touch base.
Yes, a long time. I'm supposed to go to Securico
for some weeks now. It's a bit fluid because of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
How we
and
manage
the lockdowns as well.
Yes, of course. How I manage my time is really about prioritizing things that I think are more important before I do the next thing.
Okay.
So obviously I somehow I manage to balance everything that I've got to do.
Right.
Everything that you've mentioned there, I do it.
Yes.
How I do it is obviously I allocate. I have got to plan. I certainly have got to sit down and plan. I plan my year ahead.
Right.
But then it breaks down to monthly. Then it breaks down to weekly. Then it breaks down to daily. So it is really having a meticulous plan, which starts from the 12 months. What do I want to achieve by December, as an example? What do I need to start doing now to be able to reach that stage in December or in August? So it's about sitting down with yourself and planning and saying, okay, my every Saturday mornings, I have got to touch base with my friends. Have breakfast with a friend.
Right.
Or every Friday evening, I know then
I'm slotting myself on the Saturday now that I know.
Every Friday, I have got a slot. Fridays, usually I've worked so hard from Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. I leave the office, I've shut down, or at 6 o'clock, we go out and have a glass of wine with my friends. So there I've already managed one constituency, the friends. And then, of course, the school holidays, my grandkids are with me.
Right.
So then how do I manage that? I ensure that obviously every morning if I have got work to do, I deal with it and finish. Perhaps from 3 o'clock and so on, I am playing with them, we are swimming.
Right.
And then, of course, I then prioritize and say, how do I maximize the time that they are here with me? They are here maybe for 3 weeks. How do I maximize that time? I go away to the farm and to spend the 10 days, perhaps, yes. And we have got more time. While I'm working, I'm with them.
Yeah.
I can go and vaccinate the cattle. I can go and look at this and the other with them. I'm working, I'm spending quality time with them. So it is really building that smart partnerships with all the people that are very important in your life. And you can literally do everything by involving people, by involving whether they are your spouses or either your spouse, your children, your friends, or whoever. So you involve them in some aspects of your work. That's how then you can do.
That's also how you pass on generation. But they're also learning from their grandmother generation. You're also passing the generational, legacy of hard work, and you're showing them how they run things, right?
Correct. Basically you're eating 3-4 birds with one stone.
Wow, amazing. So you never actually say, I don't have time to do this, or I don't have time, I'm too busy. You can actually deliberately think. And I think one of the things that COVID has justified, which I'd already started doing, was working from home, but also incorporating these other aspects to say, so for example, I also do, like, I can say I'm going out with my friend on a Friday. And these are sometimes business partners. They can be friends, partners. You do a lot of things, being deliberate and all. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, and I think, the beauty also about COVID is that online meetings, they demand less of your time because you're not driving up and down.
Yeah.
So that certainly does help.
Yes.
And I'm sure you're aware that I am in a number of community issues that I'm involved in mentorship programs, in women economic empowerment groups. I have time. I get a lot of speaking engagements.
Right.
I always have time to slot those in between my work.
Yes.
And again, when I'm meeting some of these people, I'm meeting them I'm not just doing work. I'm not just doing a speaking engagement.
Right.
Say for EcoBank as an example, to the ladies at EcoBank,
Yes.
or to the women at this particular group.
Right.
I'm also touching base with a constituents that is important, potential
Absolutely.
customers,
Yes.
some customers, existing customers, and so on. So there's a mix of whenever you're doing something, you are already managing several aspects of your work or your social life.
Amazing. I am so excited that you've already started teaching us, especially about, for me, I think the biggest takeaway is from the year to say the 12 months, what you want to achieve. What do I begin to come back to make it a quarterly, a half yearly, a quarterly, a monthly, a weekly,
Daily.
and you must commit to that. Anyway, the third question.
I hope this is going to be even better.
I hope so too. I'm looking forward to exciting ones. Yeah. I like this one. What are some of the childish things you still do as an adult?
Oh my goodness, I love dancing.
Really?
I can never stop dancing.
You're kidding me.
I love dancing. Just put music there. My feet are already playing.
Really?
I'm already doing their beat. And
I
I'm very
have an
good at
idea
it.
for you, but I know I can't say dance for us on set. I mean, that will look weird, but anything else that you do other than dancing?
Well, things that I used to love growing up.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I was a happy child. I used to laugh a lot, and I continue laughing.
Oh, lovely.
I enjoy laughing. And what are the things? Obviously, the things that we ate when we grew up. I mean, I used to eat makurwe. I loved makurwe.
And people keep posting them on Facebook. I'm like,
And
where do I get this?
them.
Makurwe ne
Shwa.
shwarara ne
Majuru.
majuru.
So these things,
Oh, yeah.
I never stop eating them.
But,
I
yeah.
can just live on those things.
Wow, me too. But especially dancing. So, but coming back to the dancing, which music do you like dancing to, and which is your favorite dance?
Well, I dance anything and everything.
Okay.
Music, obviously, when I'm dancing, I like the music that is danceable. Obviously, I dance
Rumba.
to rumba. I dance to, this same music, what you call it, by the jazz praisers of today.
Yes. Music, I don't remember.
Yeah,
but,
so all those, all that music that people love dancing.
You dance.
Whether is what's this guy say? This lovely young man who sings
Talkie Vibes.
No, not Talkie. The other one.
Which one? I can tell which song.
Oh gosh, what's his name? The young man who is
Panari-
Changamire. Where's got Changamire Rovangoma?
I don't know which one this is. But pane inonzi juice, munaiziva. Juice rangu.
Yeah, just I've heard
Really?
it. Yeah, but.
Well, I eat tambike zvake
Tambike-
ndiyafana vechidika vari kuchema chema nejuice rake.
Yeah, but for me, it is really the music that is,
That keeps you going.
Yeah,
And you dance
that I love dancing to.
So how often do you dance with your grandbabies, for example?
Every day when they are here.
Oh God, that's lovely.
Every day when
they
they're
give you, we see it on Facebook when they're here, you can see that they give you life.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
Our fourth question. The next question.
Oh, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I think
I
that's
think
one
you have-
person.
You have two.
Oh, okay,
So I'm
sorry.
going to put them back
Okay.
and then
All right.
I'll help you to switch. I hope
think
that's
that's
one
one.
of those cute things that I
Okay.
want to hear from you guys. Okay. So which fellow women do you look up to or choose to celebrate, and why?
Well, Nyari, I celebrate every woman that has done well. Hence, I'm in a group, not just group, many groups where we celebrate each other.
Okay.
Every woman that has done well, I actually reach out and say, my sister, well done.
Oh wow.
Whether by a phone call, a WhatsApp message, a letter, and so on.
Right.
And I try as much as possible to get the women that are celebrating each other in one sort of a group where we continue, getting that inspiration from
Right.
each other. Some friends put together a group which they call, it's just a very informal group.
Right.
Yes, I'm in formal organizations, as
Yes.
you might be aware. I
Yes.
was president of certain CC.
Yes, I know.
I'm currently, president of ProWeb and so on.
Yes.
Those are more formal groupings. business groups for women, that is. However, I have there's a group that was put together by my friends called Divine Network. It's about just celebrating each other.
Oh, lovely.
So there's women there that just celebrate each other. We share what we have done, what we are planning to do, and we encourage each other, we inspire each other. So for me, I celebrate each and every woman who has done, whether it's a small thing, whether it's a major thing. We celebrate people like the newly the new president of Tanzania. Such things,
yes,
we celebrate
Madam,
them.
the Madam President.
Madam Asin. Then of course we celebrate Joki, the one who became the WTO president. So we celebrate such women.
Right.
And for me, I just get so inspired when I see a woman even at 3 years old, at 10, at 60, doing whatever they are doing, and they are doing it progressively well.
Wow. Thank you very much. Next question, please.
Okay, right. This is the fifth one.
Yes, this is
almost second to last.
Yes.
I hope that's a good one.
What is your biggest turn-off in a man?
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to try to. There are some fun questions that we should hear from you before we leave. Yeah.
Do you want me to answer that one? I don't.
Yes, we totally need you to answer this one. We don't change questions. So,
you don't change questions?
Yes, we can't.
Okay. Well, I'm a widow, so I don't know. I will.
No, I mean, this is like a turn off, like things that you don't like in a man. Like it can be any man. It can be men at work, or at church, or even in your household. I'm sure there are men, including your own sons. I mean, anything that you don't like about a particular trait that you may not like.
Yeah,
that I think men do.
Yeah, I think when they don't clean up their when they don't clean up their toilet seats.
Okay.
They go there, they leave, and they think someone is coming after to wipe whatever they've left on the toilet seat. I don't like that, and it's usually men who do that.
Yes, but then I always find it funny that women are the ones who complain a lot, but women are the ones who are raising these men. You allow them to do whatever they want. As boys, you are the ones who enforce cleaning from the girls, and then the boys are let go. And then at what point do you expect them to, boom, they're now grown up and they changed men when you didn't raise them like that?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's not every woman who is not teaching their son to
maybe a few are teaching.
Yeah, a few and a number are now teaching.
Right.
But for those that grew up maybe in our time, they were socialized to think everything will be done
by a woman,
by somebody, someone else, a woman in particular. So those are the group. That is maybe the group I'm talking about. But
you'll be surprised the young men who are rising up have the same problems.
Yeah.
I mean, just talking about the gender-based violence that's going on, and you hear words like, "Oh, she doesn't respect me. She's asking me to do this, that." But these are young people, our age or younger, who are rising up, who think that they're being challenged by women when they're being asked to do certain things.
Yeah, certainly we still have got work to do as women. We really need to teach. We need to educate our sons so that obviously this turn of events eventually evolves to go away at some stage. But certainly currently we still deal with it. But yes, as women we've got a part to play to ensure that...
and of course men as well, fathers must raise their sons and daughters. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you. Next.
Last
question. Well, the last question actually.
Oh, okay.
You're final.
I don't know which one I should take now.
Oh, let's see.
Let's see.
So where is your dream vacation holiday, and would you wear a bikini? Yeah.
Well, my vacation place, my kind of vacation place.
Yes, your dream place.
Yes, it's really out of the mating crowd.
Like Securico, would you say?
Yeah, yes, that. But if I really want to be going away and really enjoying a quiet and peaceful time, and obviously at the same time, enjoy. It's places that I've been to a few of them. There is I don't know if you know Pamshana Kemlo.
I've heard about it. I've
yes.
never been to Pamshana, can you imagine?
Yeah, but there is there are 2 lodges in that conservancy. In the Malilangwe Trust. There is Nduna Lodge, there is also Pamshana Lodge, which is a really 7-star, really high end.
Wow.
And I'm sure you know these stars, American celebrities come there widely. But there is one which is not as expensive, perhaps it's about 4 or 5 star, in the same way conservancy, called Nduna Lodge. It's a beautiful place, in between these big mountains with a dam there, and so
that's your dream?
That is my dream. Okay. I've been to other places, like there's a place called Grootfors in the Western Cape.
Okay.
In the Western Cape is also in
South Africa.
In South Africa, in a 1,000 or 3,000 hectare conservancy. Is just in the middle of nowhere. Beautiful place where you can really relax. And
so how do you maximize and utilize such a time at such beautiful big places?
Well, I just love sitting by the pool. I just love sitting, watching the sun go down. If it's on a waterfront, I like water sports. I like boating. I like fishing.
You fish?
I'm that's one of my favorite pastimes. I fish. I fish
wow.
even in Tishkomborero. If ever I get time every day at 5-6 o'clock, I go fishing.
Wow. Muchitobata makwaya?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Muchitobata makwaya. Don't know become a choir for that evening, evening meal. So those are the things that I love to do. You know, fishing and you know, if there's water sports, I would like to just sit in the boat. Obviously, even reading and just spending just a quiet time. If I have my friends, if I have my granddaughters, if I have my sisters, just chatting up the whole day, because there's so much to talk about. Absolutely. That we hardly have time to do when we are busy in our daily lives. So it's time to really catch up and talk all the things that we've been saying we want to be discussing and talking and laughing, you know.
Yeah.
So that's my kind of
So the second part, would you wear a bikini?
Oh yes, absolutely, I do. You know, there's a swimming pool here.
Okay.
I have got to swim with my grandkids, so we wear our bikinis and swim.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this interview as much as I did. Just catching up with women to watch, amazing, powerful women in Zimbabwe. I'm at the beautiful Simbi-Ndhlukula's place. The dog you hear barking is because it's a security dog. We took 10 minutes with that guy. That guy had to be put back in the cage. We had to wait out. That explains the business that she does. She's in security business, and when you cannot come here unannounced because you'll be eaten alive. But anyway, this has been fun. Ndhlukula, thank you so much for being gracious. I know you need to rush to meetings and you slotted us in. I'm super grateful, but I hope you will be enjoying. Your grandbabies are going to enjoy, but Zimbabwe and the world is going to enjoy how powerful women can sit down and tell us their fun sides and just tell us, you know, how you love, wearing bikinis, but at the same time teaching us how to plan for success, like how you actually reduce your 1 year, or I'm sure it builds from 5 years to 2 years to 1 year to months. For me, that was the biggest takeaway, the fun side and the practicality of setting goals. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nyari. Indeed, it has been my pleasure too.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Until next time, guys, have a good